Do you have a certain sort of drinking routine when you get up in the morning? Like, is this something that you always sort of like to do first thing in the morning? I, most of the time, mix it up. However, this coffee is something to wake up for. If you're ever in Cornwall and you like coffee, see if you can find somewhere that sells Origin. Either to just have a cup of coffee in the store or to get a bag ground down for you to take home, because it is the nicest smelling coffee. I mean, there's some nice coffees in there, but this is just so nice. They actually do an online subscription now, I just remembered. This is my daughter's subscription. She used to live in Cornwall, and she's also mental. In fact, she used to manage a restaurant and they used to serve Origin, and she went on this training course to do with Origin coffee. So yeah, I don't know how much it is. Maybe it's about $11.99, and you can choose like every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, and then they send you a new blend of coffee to try. I did it with Grind, you know. I had a Grind subscription. Grind is also really nice. It's in a pink bag. I think it's definitely London based. But Co-op have started selling Grind now, because I got a bag of coffee from Grind the other day, half price, £3 something. So do you do it? Do you set yourself up with a coffee or a tea? Do you go and sit outside for a bit? What's your morning routine? Do you have one? I'm thinking that most of us subconsciously have some form of morning routine, unless you've still got young kids. Then I know what your morning routine is going to consist of, because I also did have young children once upon a time. In fact, lots of people who's watching this will have had young children at one point in time, so they will also know what your morning consisted of. But as you get older, your morning shift a bit, even if you're working, maybe. I don't know. I mean, we're self-employed, so maybe people are still rushing out to work and they ain't got much of a morning routine. But even like in my heyday of going out working full time, I think I still had a little bit of a routine. Anyway, indulge me. What's your morning routine? It's strong, but I like it. Okay, let's bring that down a little bit. Hope everybody's doing well. February's been a bit of a cold washout, hasn't it? I'm looking forward to a little bit, nicer weather, but I guess I'm going to have to wait until March, April, May, maybe June. Just skip to July, people. Right, let me just have one more drink, and then I'm going to show you what I bought from charity shops. Cat's watching me, he's outside. I don't think we're going to avoid because the mic is near my throat. So I have 2 different charity shopping days this past week. They have been sat in my hallway waiting for me to film, but I've changed my routine slightly. I mean, we've just seen my morning routine, nice and short, consisted of very little. But I've started taking the youngest kid to some more groups, like fitness groups, and they're all in Sheffield Centre, and they're all sort of first thing in the morning. So I used to film first thing in the morning, and now quite a few of my days are taken up. We're going into Sheffield to go and sit and either have a coffee somewhere or just sit in a waiting room until he's finished whatever fitness class he's doing, which is good for him, so I wanted to get him doing more. But me, I've got to change my routine slightly again. I've got to sort of try to fit filming in. But I am on it. It's now come into my head. I'm on it. I'm trying to figure it out, so bear with me. Right, let me show you. We've got quite a few bits, so we're going to split it into 2 videos. But I thought, we'll see how we go. We'll just have to speak fast. Let me show. I mean, do you know what it is? I did know what it was as soon as I saw it, and now I forgot. Thermos. It's a thermos. It's an original Brentwood, Essex, Norwich, USA, made in West Germany. £3. Nothing wrong with it. And it's the shape of like what, a kettle, a teapot. And I left it in the shop. This is why we did 2 different days. So I left it. I picked it up. I was going to have it and then I left it. And then the following morning, I messaged my mother. I was like, I should have got that thermos flask for the caravan. Yeah, I was just thinking about the house because we only use caravan in summer months. But now it's coming up and we've got a couple of trips booked. I thought, this, use my coffee machine, transfer it into this. It's going to last longer, isn't it? So fortunately, it was still there when I went back. So I paid £3 for that. I hadn't used it yet. I've not rinsed it out. It's literally just been sat on the kitchen side waiting for me to show you. It's nice, this coffee, you know. It's a shame I ain't got like a discount code or something in it, because, you know, when you mention something, it's nice for people to have a discount, but I am not an influencer, so I have no influencer code. Right, got a jumper. I think this is one of the few items of clothing that I bought, and I've said before, when I go around the shops, I've got a white bra on, apologies. And my top's not even tight, but for some reason you can sort of see through my top. It's not tight, it's not overstretched. I'm looking for linen, cotton and wool. And this is wool. It were a £5 and it's a little bit vintage. I'm thinking 80s, 90s. I mean, it's not all the way there. Motto knitwear, large. It's nice, it's heavy. And I tried it on because I didn't want to be overwhelmed with an itch. But it is 100%, sorry if that's blurred, I'm terrible at that. It's 100% new wool. Pure new wool, yes. So, not sure, should we try it on? Not sure what era, but I'm feeling with those tags. Perimenopausal, if you're only just tuning in. Perimenopausal, nearly 47, mother of 7. Don't know how I've got this far in life, really. Yeah, with this tag, I'm thinking, it's 80s, 90s. Do you know? I mean, I've never seen that brand before. Anyway, let me put it on. It's high neck, obviously, but I mean, I've got my long sleeve top underneath, but there's no major itch. Let me see whether I can show you it body, because it's quite short. You see that? But I think it looks all right. I mean, lighting's gone funky now, so I do apologise, because you're now in a dark part of my kitchen instead of front of my window. But for a £5, in the deepest, darkest winter, I think it's a nice buy. And as I say, that's what I'm looking for now. You know, because I don't need anything, maybe until summer. But I'm just looking to build more natural fibres up in my wardrobe. I suggest you do the same if you're going out charity shopping, because sometimes you don't know what you're looking for, do you? But if you've got something in mind like 100% cotton, 100% linen, wool, then they can appear. You can manifest them up like I do. Right, let me take it off. I'll leave my cardigan off for a bit because I've got something else to show you that I'm just going to wrap around my neck. But I suppose the only downside with the wool is sort of a dry cleaning charge, isn't it? Because you're probably going to want to clean it before you start wearing it. But then after that, I mean, what is it? Once a year? Once every 2 years? 5 years? 10 years? I mean, you choose when you want to wash it after you've had it dry cleaned. Moving on. This was in the same shop as the woolen jumper, and I actually went back to buy it. So I walked out the shop, saw this, walked back into the shop, picked it up. So it's £4. So that full jumper wool was a £5. This £4 and it's a scarf, but it's also wool. And it is, if you've ever been to the Chatsworth estate, it is a scarf from the Chatsworth estate. I don't think you're going to really make that out, you know. But it is 100% wool. Made in the UK. Says it on the tag here. And look at the colours. Aren't they pretty? Very autumnal. I have a feeling that maybe it's gone through delicate cycle on the washing machine. I'll unclip you. I care about your ears. Look at that. They're nice colours. And obviously, you can wear it 2 different ways. So again, I really do like this. You can wear your scarves in all different ways, can't you? And obviously, you're not going to be bothered because it's from Chatsworth and not Primark or Poundland. You're not going to be bothered whether you wear it that way and people see it's from Chatsworth, or whether you have it that way and people don't know it's from Chatsworth. You're not going to care, are you? So, yeah, £4 and I love it. What have we got here? Now, the rest of this bag is just bits. I have a little story for you though, because I like to burn candles throughout the winter months and the autumn months, obviously. And you've seen some candle bits that I've picked up, haven't you? But they were sort of this silver candle sort of ring. When I picked it up, it felt awful. Didn't feel good. Let me just check that I'm looking all right. Yeah, maybe. But it had got these 6 large candles in them, and it was for £2. So I took it to the counter and said, I took them out. I said, I'm going to have these, but I'm going to redonate you the ring back. He said, okay. And you still happy paying the £2? Like, yes, because I bought these brand new before and they're more than £2. But I definitely didn't want to take it back because, in my opinion, it was a piece of tat and I didn't want it in my house. But I'm really grateful for finding these big ones because they have quite a lot of burning hours. I did. The last time I tried them, they were from, is it Party Light? And a friend were doing it, so I bought them from there. And I used them in garden, I think, in summer. So I got that, and then I found another Wickford & Co. What is that? Is that, I don't know, is it Poundland? Is it B&M? Something like that, but it was 50p. And I've just run out of one of these in a hurricane lamp. So I picked that one up. And then this were, it had not got a price on it. But I thought with a tea light in, that actually is going to look really pretty. And in my hallway, I have a few different things like this. So he said I could have it for £1. So I've taken it. I haven't tried it yet, obviously, so I've just pulled it out of the bag. The last thing in this bag is a bunting. It's a Minecraft bunting for Drew's bedroom. Because he likes Minecraft and he likes having little things on his wall. And after this shop, we went to another one. We bent down and I found these. Now, they have been worn because one of my sons been wearing them. So I don't know whether you know about trainers. I don't know much, but they're Asics and they're a gel and they're a really nice colour. So I sent them a photo of them to my older son and he went, no thanks. So I thought, £4 they were selling them for. They're a lot of money online. So I thought, right, I'll take them home because if you don't want them, I'll put them on Vinted and I'll make some money on them. But then I showed them to my younger son, who's got similar size feet, fortunately, and he's been wearing them. But £4 for some gel Asics. And when you look online, they're a lot more than £4. Like more than 10 times, maybe 20 times the £4. So I feel like we've got a right bargain there. And then from a modern day trainer, we're going to go a walk down memory lane because in the same shop I found these. Now they do need a polish, but I'm in love with these. My soon to be 21-year-old likes shoes, proper shoes, not trainers. And as soon as I saw these, I thought they were in size 8, you see, like a cherry red. But they are old. Can I show you inside? I mean, they've got the Timpson's inlay in, but if you see how they're made, can you see that? Yeah, nothing. They are, we can call those vintage because they are. And it's the sole. It's the reason why I bought them, because they've been looked after. And the sole has got to have been leather for it to be resold like this. They were £5. They're more expensive than the modern day trainers. I don't know what these would have cost when they'd have been handmade, because they will have been, wouldn't they? But yeah, £5 for those. I just love them. I feel, my feeling is that somebody's passed away. That's what I feel like. Or they've gone into a nursing home or something, and the family have cleared their house out and they've donated the stuff. Because I don't think anybody who owned the shoes, who looked after them that much, will have donated them. So my feeling is that they can't wear them anymore for whatever reason. So I'm going to clean them up for Jamie, and I'm going to pass them on to Jamie. But I've put them on because I'm a size 8. They're a little bit too big for me, and they are really comfy. I was worried because I've never seen shoes resoled like that, so I didn't know whether there were going to be sort of any inconsistency as you were walking, you know, because it's all curved. But there's definitely not in house anyway. I mean, there's inconsistency when you walk outside anyway, because council are in charge of doing paths and roads. But yeah, nice, aren't they? As with everything that I buy, I love them. I need to give this a wipe before I show it you, because you're not going to want to see it like this. In fact, you're going to probably accuse me of all sorts, because the cat's been sat on it. Okay, one of my kids starting a course. I'm aware of what this bag actually looks like, and he's 16, but he'll be right. He's doing a Gold Arts Award. It starts it next month. It's an antler. It was an antler, and it was £4. I don't know how much they would have been online, but I know it would have been more than £4. But also, we use the laptop a lot when we go to the home ed camp that we run a drama and a theatre workshop at. And the laptop always just gets tucked into his backpack. So I thought, this is padded. So now we've actually got a laptop bag that he can use for his course, but then we've got it for when we need him to take the laptop to the drama and the theatre groups that we do. I'm waffling on and this coffee's not even caffeinated. I hope you're still here. Is it boring? Am I talking in a boring tone? I always think, I sound right boring. I am. I'm a boring woman. Who swallows when she drinks? Right, let me move on. Shall we split it up into 2 videos, or shall we still keep going? We'll keep going. If you get bored, come back to it. So I found a jumper for one of my sons, £3. And it is a crew jumper. Now, I bought a couple of these brand new last year for Christmas, and they were, I think from TK Maxx, they were £35. And from, I think these might have been 25 actually. Online, they're a little bit more. But yeah, it's cotton and it's crew clothing. Hopefully he'll wear it, because it's the kid that said no to the trainers. But if not, I think Darren will wear it, because whilst it's a large, Darren can always wear it in house because he's a medium. I'm just looking to see what else I've bought. I have bought something to sell on Vinted. It's a rarity that I do it, but I do think when you find something that's really good, you need to find somebody else via Vinted who wants it, because there's lots of people that like sea salt Cornwall. And it was £6. And it'll never fit me, that, because my boobs are way too big. But it's needle, it's like a needle cord sort of situation going on. That's the pattern. So I thought, every time, without a doubt, if I find sea salt for a decent price, I will pick it up and I will put it on. Oh, we're near end, people. Baby blanket. Have a new grandchild coming next month, and this was £1.75. So I thought, he can have it for a Moses basket, but also I could probably keep it here, and then he can just lay on it, can't it? Because it's really comfortable, feels really nice and soft. He can just lay on it. So I need to wash that. Ooh, now then, what are these? You know, you see, I've not got as much stuff as what I thought I had. I don't even know what these are though, so this is going to be a right surprise. What have I bought? Want to guess? She wrapped them all in paper. Don't know which shop I got them from. Don't know how much they were because I actually don't know what I bought. Oh, I do now. They're not amazing, but I bet some of you will have had something like this because I can remember my mum having them. I think 70s, aren't they? Little sort of Sunday dessert fruit salad dishes. Can you remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5. They came, if my mum's right, they came in a set of 6. And she had all 6, but she got rid of them. Let's see if I can. How much do you think they were? One of them's got to have got a price on it, hasn't it? They wouldn't have been a lot if I were buying them. Let's remember that one. Oh, whatever. £3.25. I don't know where they got £3.25 from. £3.25 for 5. And I can clearly remember my mum having stuff like this. But yeah, 70s. I reckon 70s. That's what I reckon. But I'm just going to have them for desserts. There's only 5. There's 5 of us that regularly live here permanently. Although my eldest daughter has moved back. And we don't actually know how long she's going to be here for. It could be permanently. Depending on what happens over the next few months. She's waiting to hear if a PhD that she's applied for and got accepted for, she's waiting to see if the funding body will fund it or not. So she moved back in January. She's been living in Cornwall and Spain for quite a few years. But she's all happy and excited. So yeah, we've gone from a household of 5 to a household of 6. Right, I'm going to have to bob off now. I feel like this video might have been really long and boring. Oh God, I hope not. I hope not. I've got another video coming up. It's a Temu order. Ooh, do people like Temu? I don't know. But I've got some interesting things, from what I can remember, for my kitchen that I possibly will never find second hand. So I'll see you in that video anyway, because that will probably be after this one. So you take care. Thanks for tuning in. I hope it's not been too long. Have a good evening or a good day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.